Welcome back to the second video of this flip series, guys. This is where we invest in a cheap auction heap at first, bring it back, clean it up, fix it, and flip it, and we keep doing that until eventually we turn that cheap investment into some sort of supercar, Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever we may come across. We're starting off at a public auction. That's where you get a lot of the vehicles filtered down from used car lots that were trade-ins, and they are definitely not the cream of the crop, as you see here. We need to clean up the interior. It's been abused, neglected, and trashed for years, and we're going to have to invest some time into this interior. The seats, the rug, everything is pretty much sound. It's not torn up, ripped up, just dirty and caked with a lot of muck. The first thing we need to do, get the larger pieces of trash out of there into the trash can, pull the floor mats. Even though they are in rough shape, we want to try and restore them if we can. We want to pinch as many pennies as we can with these first few cars, guys. This is the difficult part of the flipping. You have to really be tight and salvage whatever you can. Then we're going to take and fire up the compressor and blow some of the crumbs and the smaller pieces from the top of the vehicle out of the center console and holding containers down onto the floor where we can vac them out before we proceed. In order for this series to be successful, I'm going to have to be completely transparent with you when it comes to cost of what we have into the vehicles and what we sell them for. That's where this series and channel will be a bit different than some of the others. I will flash across the screen here as we continue to clean this interior some of the costs we have into it, including the cost of the vehicle, auction costs, and what we've picked up so far to put into this vehicle to make it safe. Making the vehicles safe for their next owners is my main priority, and I'll do whatever it takes to get that done, and then be as careful as I can doing that. Again, we need to be as frugal as possible for these first few cars to be successful, as they will be tight profit margins. Total investment into this '07 Jeep Commander with 158,000 miles so far, $3,089.01. It will need tires. The tires are too close, and for safety reasons, I will be replacing them. The inspection is good to the end of the year. We don't have to worry about that. Brake pads, rotors look good. We'll take a good look at the drivetrain when we have it up in the air, and we're changing the oil and filter, all filters. The serpentine belt looks good. Alternator was just replaced. The AC gets ice cold. Vehicle runs strong. No smoke comes from it. No taps, pings, or knocks. Runs straight. If you leave go of the wheel, which I don't advise, it runs straight. If you push hard on the brakes, it also runs straight. Does not pull to the left or right. A strong running vehicle. The dash is not lit up like a Christmas tree with the engine light and everything else blinking and flashing. Just the oil changed light and the tire pressure. And we pumped that up in the first video. That went away, so it's just the crappy tires have a slow leak, but all of the sensors are perfectly fine. The rest of this project looks to be just good old-fashioned manual labor. Clean up, correction, get some protection on it, and it's good to go. It's in desperate need of a headlight restoration as well as the parking lights. I will show you how we go about doing that. There are also some battle scars here and there that need some paint. We'll show you how we go about doing that as well, and then we'll follow up with the cleaning of the exterior, paint correction, restoring the plastics, wheels, and get it ready to go. Seemed everywhere you looked, overturned something, there was even more muck to clean up. But on this day, I had fantastic help, and I thank everybody involved. With each step, progress is being made, and we can now actually see what color the door jambs are now. We're also trying not to oversaturate any of the materials in this interior, a common mistake made by detailers, especially on headliners. Just simply mist a little bit of Kalkemi Polestar into a microfiber towel, and we can massage a large percentage of these marks right out of the headliner. Time to get to these nasty cloth seats and the carpet. The carpet will be an extractor and some drill brushes and the likes. But here's some tips on cloth seats.
So normally I use the upholstery foam in a can. That leaves a nice even surface. So we have a nice clean pad. So the dirt's now on the pad instead of in the seat. And never do this with a brand new pad.
No.
You'll have a wool explosion inside the car. And a natural wool pad instead of synthetic works better. I think this is a synthetic wool.
Natural twisted wool on an older pad is best. It scrubs excellent and effectively by getting in between the fibers of the seats with that foam cleaner. You can also use a DA and a microfiber pad and a mild APC to clean textured leather and plastics. Another tip, we're all finished now. The interior is still damp. Once it dries, it will have a nice uniform color to it. Eventually, with the windows open out on a nice day. And there actually, with the upholstery being perfectly clean, can still be some staining, as neglect that long can permanently dye and stain some materials. But that's just the way it is. We made a huge improvement on this vehicle here. We still have a lot of work to do, and I hope you join us in the next episode.